Question 1. What is the name of the longest reigning monarch in British history? A. Queen Victoria. B. Queen Elizabeth I. C. Queen Elizabeth II. D. King George III. Answer. C. Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II became the longest reigning monarch in British history, surpassing the reign of her great-great-grandmother Queen Victoria. Question 2. When was the Battle of Hastings and who was the victorious leader? A. 1066, William the Conqueror. B. 1054, King Harold II. C. 1066, King Harold II. D. 1054, William the Conqueror. Answer. A. 1066, William the Conqueror. The Battle of Hastings took place in 1066, and William the Conqueror, the Duke of Normandy, was the victorious leader. Question 3. What is the significance of the Magna Carta? A. It established the Church of England. B. It was the first document to limit the powers of the monarchy. C. It granted universal suffrage. D. It marked the beginning of the British Empire. Answer. B. It was the first document to limit the powers of the monarchy. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, is significant because it was the first document to impose legal limits on the monarch's power, laying the foundation for modern democracy. Question 4. Who was the Prime Minister of the UK during the Second World War? A. Winston Churchill. B. Neville Chamberlain. C. Margaret Thatcher. D. Tony Blair. Answer. A. Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill served as the Prime Minister of the UK during the Second World War and is renowned for his leadership and oratory skills during that period. Question 5. What is the main principle of British life concerning religion? A. Mandatory religious practice. B. State-imposed religion. C. Religious tolerance. D. Atheism. Answer. C. Religious tolerance. The main principle concerning religion in British life is religious tolerance, allowing people freedom of religious beliefs and practices. Question 6. When did women get the right to vote at the same age as men? A. 1918. B. 1928. C. 1965. D. 1944. Answer. B. 1928. Women in the UK gained the right to vote at the same age as men in 1928, marking a significant milestone in the fight for gender equality. Question 7. What are the two houses of the Parliament of the UK? A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. B. The Senate and the House of Representatives. C. The House of Commons and the Senate. D. The House of Lords and the Senate. Answer. A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. The UK Parliament consists of two houses, the House of Commons, which is the lower house, and the House of Lords, which is the upper house. Question 8. What is the legal drinking age in the UK? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. 20. Answer. B. 18. The legal drinking age in the UK is 18, allowing individuals aged 18 and over to buy and consume alcohol legally. Question 9. When is St. George's Day celebrated? A. April 23. B. March 17. C. May 1. D. June 21. Answer. A. April 23. St. George's Day, celebrating St. George, the patron saint of England, is celebrated on April 23rd. Question 10. What flower is associated with England? A. Rose. B. Thistle. C. Shamrock. D. Daffodil. Answer A. Rose. The rose is the national flower of England and is often associated with the country in various symbols and emblems. Question 11. What are the 4 countries that make up the United Kingdom? A. England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland. B. England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. C. England, Ireland, Wales, Northern Ireland. D. Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland. Answer B. England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. The United Kingdom is comprised of 4 countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Question 12. Who is the patron saint of Scotland, and when is his day celebrated? A. Saint Andrew, November 30. B. Saint David, March 1. C. Saint George, April 23. D. Saint Patrick, March 17. Answer A. Saint Andrew, November 30. Saint Andrew is the patron saint of Scotland, and Saint Andrew's Day is celebrated on November 30th. Question 13. What is the capital city of Scotland? A. Edinburgh. B. Glasgow. C. Aberdeen. D. Dundee. Answer A. Edinburgh. Edinburgh is the capital city of Scotland, known for its historic and cultural attractions. Question 14. What is the national anthem of the United Kingdom? A. Rule Britannia. B. Jerusalem. C. God Save the Queen. D. Land of Hope and Glory. Answer C. God Save the Queen. God Save the Queen, or God Save the King, depending on the monarch's gender, is the national anthem of the United Kingdom. Question 15. What does the UK's constitutional monarchy mean? A. The monarch has absolute power. B. The monarch's power is limited by the Constitution. C. The UK has no monarch. D. The Constitution is written by the monarch. Answer B. The monarch's power is limited by the Constitution. The UK's constitutional monarchy means that while there is a monarch, their powers are limited and defined by a constitution, whether written or unwritten. Question 16. Who is the head of state of the United Kingdom? A. The Prime Minister. B. The President. C. The Monarch. D. The Speaker of the House of Commons. Answer C. The Monarch. The monarch is the head of state in the United Kingdom, a position that is largely ceremonial under the current constitutional monarchy. Question 17. What is the role of the Prime Minister? A. Head of the Church of England. B. Head of State. C. Head of the Government. D. Speaker of the House of Commons. Answer C. Head of the Government. The Prime Minister is the head of the government in the UK, responsible for running the country and making policy decisions. Question 18. How often are general elections held in the UK? A. Every 4 years. B. Every 5 years. C. When the Prime Minister decides. D. Every 7 years. Answer B. Every 5 years. General elections in the UK are held every 5 years to elect members of Parliament to the House of Commons. Question 19. What is the significance of the Remembrance Day poppy? A. It celebrates the end of World War I. B. It is worn to remember those who have died in wars. C. It marks the beginning of the British Empire. D. It symbolizes peace negotiations after World War II. Answer B. It is worn to remember those who have died in wars. The Remembrance Day poppy is a symbol worn to remember and honor the military personnel who have died in wars. Question 20. What is the minimum age for jury service in the UK? A. 16. B. 18, C. 21, D. 25. Answer: B. 18. The minimum age for jury service in the UK is 18, allowing individuals aged 18 and over to serve on a jury in legal proceedings. Question 21. When did the UK join the European Union? A. 1957, B. 1973, C. 1984, D. 1992. Answer: B. 1973. The UK joined the European Union, originally the European Economic Community, in 1973. Question 22. What is the name of the UK flag? A. The Royal Banner, B. The Red Cross, C. The Union Jack, D. The St. George's Cross. Answer: C. The Union Jack. The national flag of the United Kingdom is known as the Union Jack, representing the Union of England, Scotland and Ireland. Question 23. Who was William Shakespeare? A. A British king, B. An English poet and playwright, C. A Prime Minister of the UK, D. A famous British explorer. Answer: B. An English poet and playwright. William Shakespeare is considered one of the greatest writers in the English language and the world's preeminent dramatist. Question 24. What is the name of the famous prehistoric monument located in Wiltshire, England? A. Hadrian's Wall, B. Stonehenge, C. The Roman Baths, D. The Tower of London. Answer: B. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument located in Wiltshire, England, known for its ring of standing stones. Question 25. What is the title given to the heir apparent of the throne? A. Duke of Edinburgh, B. Prince of Wales, C. Duke of Cambridge, D. Earl of Wessex. Answer: B. Prince of Wales. The title traditionally given to the heir apparent of the British throne is Prince of Wales. Question 26. When did the English Civil War take place? A. 1215 to 1217, B. 1455 to 1485, C. 1642 to 1651, D. 1701 to 1714. Answer: C. 1642 to 1651. The English Civil War took place from 1642 to 1651, involving a series of armed conflicts and political machinations between parliamentarians and royalists. Question 27. What is the highest court in the United Kingdom? A. The High Court, B. The Supreme Court, C. The Court of Appeal, D. The Magistrates' Court. Answer: B. The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the United Kingdom, serving as the final court of appeal. Question 28. Who wrote the national epic poem of England, and what is its name? A. William Shakespeare, Hamlet, B. Geoffrey Chaucer, The Canterbury Tales, C. John Milton, Paradise Lost, D. Beowulf, author unknown. Answer: D. Beowulf, author unknown. Beowulf is considered the national epic poem of England, and its authorship is unknown. Question 29. What movement sought to grant women the right to vote in the early 20th century? A. The suffragette movement, B. The abolitionist movement, C. The temperance movement, D. The civil rights movement. Answer: A. The suffragette movement. The suffragette movement was a women's organization in the early 20th century that fought for women's right to vote. Question 30. Who is known as the father of the English Navy? A. Sir Francis Drake, B. Henry VIII. C. Admiral Nelson. D. Sir Walter Raleigh. Answer B. Henry VIII. King Henry VIII is often referred to as the father of the English Navy for his significant contributions to its development. Question 31. When did the Great Fire of London occur? A. 1066. B. 1348. C. 1666. D. 1756. Answer C. 1666. The Great Fire of London occurred in 1666, devastating much of the city, including St. Paul's Cathedral. Question 32. What is the name of the UK's National Health Service? A. The British Health Service. B. The Royal Health Service. C. The National Health Service, NHS. D. The United Kingdom Health Service. Answer C. The National Health Service, NHS. The NHS is the publicly funded healthcare system of the United Kingdom, providing a wide range of health services. Question 33. What are the devolved administrations of the UK? A. The local councils. B. The European Parliament. C. Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland and England. D. The Commonwealth. Answer C. Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland and England. The devolved administrations in the UK refer to the Scottish Government, Welsh Government and Northern Ireland Executive, which have varying degrees of legislative power. Question 34. What is the significance of Guy Fawkes Night? A. It marks the end of the English Civil War. B. It commemorates the Gunpowder Plot of 1605. C. It celebrates the signing of the Magna Carta. D. It remembers the Battle of Britain. Answer B. It commemorates the Gunpowder Plot of 1605. Guy Fawkes Night, also known as Bonfire Night, is celebrated on November 5th to remember the Gunpowder Plot, a failed attempt to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Question 35. When did Scotland and England unite to form Great Britain? A. 1603. B. 1707. C. 1801. D. 1914. Answer B. 1707. Scotland and England united to form the Kingdom of Great Britain in 1707 with the Act of Union. Question 36. What is the significance of the Stone of Destiny? A. It's the throne of the British monarch. B. It's used in the coronation of Scottish kings. C. It marks the boundary between England and Scotland. D. It is a symbol of peace between the UK and France. Answer B. It's used in the coronation of Scottish kings. The Stone of Destiny, also known as the Stone of Scone, is an ancient symbol used in the coronation of Scottish kings and later British monarchs. Question 37. What is the main role of the House of Commons? A. To revise legislation. B. To represent the clergy. C. To represent the UK's citizens and make laws. D. To adjudicate legal disputes. Answer C. To represent the UK's citizens and make laws. The main role of the House of Commons is to represent the public and to debate and make laws. Question 38. What is the primary purpose of the House of Lords? A. To represent specific religious interests. B. To directly elect the Prime Minister. C. To revise and scrutinise legislation. D. To enforce the laws. Answer C. To revise and scrutinise legislation. The primary purpose of the House of Lords is to act as a revising chamber, scrutinising and possibly amending bills proposed by the House of Commons. Question 39. How is the Speaker of the House of Commons chosen? A. By the monarch. B. By public vote. C. By members of the House of Commons. D. By the Prime Minister. Answer. C. By members of the House of Commons. The Speaker of the House of Commons is elected by the members of Parliament from among their ranks. Question 40. What are the British values according to the government? A. Democracy, rule of law, respect and tolerance, individual liberty. B. Monarchy, democracy, theocracy, anarchy. C. Individualism, capitalism, socialism, liberalism. D. Freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom from want, freedom from fear. Answer. A. Democracy, rule of law, respect and tolerance, individual liberty. The British values, as outlined by the government, include democracy, the rule of law, respect and tolerance for others, and individual liberty. Question 41. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the UK? A. Margaret Thatcher. B. Theresa May. C. Indira Gandhi. D. Angela Merkel. Answer. A. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was the first female Prime Minister of the UK, serving from 1979 to 1990. Question 42. What landmark legal document in 1215 limited the powers of the King for the first time? A. The Bill of Rights. B. The Charter of Liberties. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Declaration of Independence. Answer. C. The Magna Carta. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, was a landmark legal document that limited the powers of the King for the first time, establishing the principle that everyone, including the King, was subject to the law. Question 43. How does one become a member of the House of Lords? A. Election by the general public. B. Appointment by the monarch. C. Inheritance of a peerage. D. Both B and C. Answer. D. Both B and C members of the House of Lords are made up of appointed life peers, bishops, and hereditary peers. The monarch appoints life peers on the advice of the Prime Minister, and some members inherit their position. Question 44. What historical event is marked by the burning of an effigy on bonfire night? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The Battle of Hastings. C. The Gunpowder Plot. D. The English Civil War. Answer. C. The Gunpowder Plot. Bonfire Night, or Guy Fawkes Night, commemorates the Gunpowder Plot of 1605, a failed attempt by a group of English Catholics to assassinate King James I and blow up the Houses of Parliament. Question 45. What is the legal framework for the protection of human rights in the UK? A. The Bill of Rights. B. The Human Rights Act 1998. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Declaration of Human Rights. Answer. B. The Human Rights Act 1998. The Human Rights Act 1998 is the legal framework in the UK that protects the human rights of individuals and allows them to challenge public authorities when their rights are violated. Question 46. In which year did the UK host the Olympic Games most recently? A. 1948. B. 2012. C. 2000. D. 1996. Answer. B. 2012. The UK most recently hosted the Olympic Games in 2012 in London. Question 47. What is the process for amending the UK Constitution? A. A national referendum. B. An Act of Parliament. C. A royal decree. D. A unanimous vote by the House of Lords. Answer. B. An Act of Parliament. The UK Constitution can be amended through an Act of Parliament, as the UK does not have a single written constitution, but rather a collection of laws and principles that make up the constitutional framework. Question 48. What is the rule of law? A. The law applies equally to all individuals. B. The monarch creates and enforces all laws. C. Lawyers rule the country. D. Lawmakers are above the law. Answer. A. The law applies equally to all individuals. The rule of law is a fundamental principle that means everyone is subject to the law, ensuring fairness and justice in society. Question 49. Who are the UK's national poets and how are they honoured? A. Poets are appointed by the monarch as poet laureates and write poetry for national occasions. B. Poets are elected by the public in a national vote. C. Each country within the UK appoints its own national poet without formal recognition. D. Poets are chosen by the Prime Minister and receive a Lifetime Achievement Award. Answer. A. Poets are appointed by the monarch as poet laureates and write poetry for national occasions. The poet laureate is an honorary position appointed by the monarch, traditionally to write poetry for national occasions and celebrations. Question 50. What landmark act was passed in 1967 to decriminalise homosexual acts in England and Wales? A. The Equality Act. B. The Sexual Offences Act. C. The Civil Partnership Act. D. The Marriage, Same-Sex Couples Act. Answer. B. The Sexual Offences Act. The Sexual Offences Act of 1967 decriminalised private homosexual acts between consenting adults over the age of 21 in England and Wales. Question 51. What does the term suffrage mean? A. The right to work. B. The right to privacy. C. The right to vote. D. The right to free speech. Answer. C. The right to vote. Suffrage refers to the right to vote in political elections. Question 52. What is the significance of the Commonwealth to the UK? A. It is the UK's trading bloc. B. It is a political union of UK territories. C. It is an association of countries and territories with historical ties to the UK, promoting values like democracy and development. D. It is a military alliance led by the UK. Answer. C. It is an association of countries and territories with historical ties to the UK, promoting values like democracy and development. The Commonwealth is a voluntary association of 54 independent countries that work together to promote prosperity, democracy, and peace. Question 53. What church is the National Church of England? A. The Roman Catholic Church. B. The Church of England. C. The Methodist Church. D. The Baptist Church. Answer. B. The Church of England. The Church of England is the established Church of England and the mother church of the Anglican Communion. Question 54. Who was the architect behind the rebuilding of the House of Parliament in the 19th century? A. Sir Christopher Wren. B. Charles Barry. C. Norman Foster. D. Giles Gilbert Scott. Answer. B. Charles Barry. Charles Barry, in collaboration with Augustus Pugin, was the architect responsible for the Gothic revival design of the Houses of Parliament in the 19th century. Question 55. What system of government does the UK have? A. Presidential. B. Constitutional monarchy. C. Absolute monarchy. D. Direct democracy. Answer. B. Constitutional monarchy. The UK has a constitutional monarchy, where the monarch is the head of state and the Prime Minister is the head of government, operating within a parliamentary system. Question 56. What is the purpose of the Cabinet in the UK government? A. To advise the monarch on legal issues. B. To oversee the judiciary. C. To serve as the executive decision-making body. D. To represent the UK in international negotiations. Answer C. To serve as the executive decision-making body. The Cabinet is composed of the most senior ministers, headed by the Prime Minister, and it is the main decision-making body of the UK government. Question 57. Who appoints the Prime Minister? A. The Monarch. B. The House of Commons. C. The House of Lords. D. The public through a general election. Answer A. The Monarch. The monarch appoints the Prime Minister, who is usually the leader of the political party that has won the most seats in the House of Commons in a general election. Question 58. What major event in the 20th century led to the creation of the welfare state in the UK? A. The Great Depression. B. World War I. C. World War II. D. The Cold War. Answer C. World War II. The aftermath of World War II led to the creation of the welfare state in the UK, including the establishment of the National Health Service and various social security benefits. Question 59. What are the responsibilities of a citizen in the UK? A. Voting in elections, obeying the law, and paying taxes. B. Serving in the military, attending jury service, and voting. C. Obeying the law, attending school, and participating in local government. D. Voting, volunteering, and participating in jury service. Answer A. Voting in elections, obeying the law, and paying taxes. These are some of the key responsibilities of a citizen in the UK, contributing to the functioning and well-being of society. Question 60. How is the UK Parliament structured? A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. B. The Senate and the House of Representatives. C. The Parliament and the Supreme Court. D. The Monarch and the Prime Minister's office. Answer A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. The UK Parliament is bicameral, consisting of two houses, the elected House of Commons and the appointed House of Lords. Question 61. What rights does the Magna Carta guarantee? A. The right to vote for all men. B. The right to a fair trial and protection from arbitrary imprisonment. C. The right to bear arms. D. The right to freedom of speech. Answer B. The right to a fair trial and protection from arbitrary imprisonment. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, is celebrated for establishing the principle of the rule of law, particularly the right to a fair trial and protection from arbitrary imprisonment. Question 62. What is the significance of the Battle of Britain? A. It was the first battle fought entirely in the air. B. It marked the end of the British Empire. C. It was the first battle of World War I. D. It resulted in Britain adopting the euro. Answer A. It was the first battle fought entirely in the air. The Battle of Britain during World War II was significant as the first major military campaign fought entirely by air forces. Question 63. Who was the first woman to be elected as an MP in the UK? A. Margaret Thatcher. B. Nancy Astor. C. Constance Markievicz. D. Theresa May. Answer C. Constance Markievicz. Constance Markievicz was the first woman elected to the British Parliament in 1918, though as a Sinn Féin candidate she did not take a seat. Question 64. What year did the Act of Union between England and Scotland come into effect? A. 1603. B. 1707. C. 1801. D. 1901. Answer B. 1707. The Act of Union between England and Scotland came into effect in 1707, formally uniting the two countries into one Kingdom of Great Britain. Question 65. How does one qualify for citizenship in the UK? A. By birth only. B. Through marriage to a UK citizen only. C. Through a process of naturalization or by meeting specific criteria such as birth or descent. D. By purchasing citizenship. Answer. C. Through a process of naturalization or by meeting specific criteria such as birth or descent. People can qualify for UK citizenship through various means, including naturalization, being born in the UK to British parents, or through descent if a parent is a UK citizen. Question 66. What is the main purpose of the police force in the UK? A. To enforce government policies. B. To collect taxes. C. To maintain public order and safety, prevent crime, and protect citizens. D. To serve as the personal guard of the monarch. Answer. C. To maintain public order and safety, prevent crime, and protect citizens. The main purpose of the police force in the UK is to maintain law and order, ensuring public safety and the protection of individuals and property. Question 67. What document must you have to work in the UK legally? A. A driver's license. B. A national insurance number. C. A work permit or right to work depending on your nationality and status. D. A student ID. Answer. C. A work permit or right to work depending on your nationality and status. To work legally in the UK, individuals from outside the European Economic Area, EEA, and Switzerland typically need a work permit or proof of their right to work. Question 68. What age must children attend school until in the UK? A. 16. B. 18. C. 14. D. 21. Answer. B. 18. As of the Education and Skills Act 2008, children in the UK must stay in full-time education, enter an apprenticeship or part-time education with volunteering or work until the age of 18. Question 69. What are the key stages of the education system in the UK? A. Primary, secondary, tertiary. B. Foundation stage, key stage 1 to 4, further education. C. Elementary, middle, high school, college. D. Preschool, junior, intermediate, senior. Answer. B. Foundation stage, key stage 1 to 4, further education. The UK education system is divided into the early years foundation stage, EYFS, key stages 1 to 4, covering primary and secondary education, followed by further education. Question 70. What is the significance of the Turing Law? A. It introduced the computer science curriculum in schools. B. It is a law that governs artificial intelligence and robotics. C. It pardoned men who were cautioned or convicted under historical legislation that outlawed homosexual acts. D. It established the Turing Institute for Advanced Studies in Computer Science. Answer. C. It pardoned men who were cautioned or convicted under historical legislation that outlawed homosexual acts. The Turing Law, named after mathematician Alan Turing, who was posthumously pardoned, pardons men convicted of crimes under historical laws against same-sex acts. Question 71. When was the NHS founded? A. 1948. B. 1958. C. 1968. D. 1978. Answer. A. 1948. The National Health Service, NHS, in the UK was founded on July 5, 1948, providing healthcare services funded through general taxation. Question 72. What does the term British Empire refer to? A. The rule of Britain over its current overseas territories. B. The historical period when Britain had control over many colonies worldwide. C. A specific legislative body within the UK government. D. The collective name for British sports teams. Answer. B. The historical period when Britain had control over many colonies worldwide. The British Empire refers to the dominions, colonies, protectorates, mandates, and other territories ruled or administered by the United Kingdom at various times. Question 73. What is the purpose of the Magna Carta in modern UK law? A. It serves as the constitution of the UK. B. It is purely ceremonial and has no legal significance. C. It underpins the principle of freedom and rights, influencing modern legal and constitutional principles. D. It dictates the roles of the monarch and Parliament. Answer. C. It underpins the principle of freedom and rights, influencing modern legal and constitutional principles. Despite most of its clauses being repealed or obsolete, the Magna Carta remains a cornerstone of British liberty and law, symbolizing the rule of law and the limits of sovereign power. Question 74. Who was involved in the Gunpowder Plot of 1605? A. Guy Fawkes and a group of English Catholics. B. Oliver Cromwell and the Roundheads. C. King Henry VIII and his ministers. D. William Shakespeare and fellow playwrights. Answer. A. Guy Fawkes and a group of English Catholics. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605 was a failed assassination attempt against King James I by a group of English Catholics led by Robert Catesby, with Guy Fawkes being one of the conspirators. Question 75. What is the role of the monarch in the UK government? A. To make and enforce laws. B. To govern the country on a day-to-day basis. C. To serve as a ceremonial figurehead with no governing powers. D. To lead the military in times of war. Answer. C. To serve as a ceremonial figurehead with no governing powers. The monarch's role in the UK government is largely ceremonial, with the actual governance of the country carried out by elected officials. Question 76. How are laws made in the UK? A. Through a public referendum for each law. B. By decree of the monarch. C. Proposed by members of Parliament or the Lords, debated, and if agreed upon, given royal assent to become law. D. By unanimous vote of the House of Commons only. Answer. C. Proposed by members of Parliament or the Lords, debated, and if agreed upon, given royal assent to become law. The legislative process in the UK involves several stages in both Houses of Parliament, culminating in the monarch's royal assent. Question 77. What is the significance of the Commonwealth Games? A. It is a military exercise among Commonwealth countries. B. It commemorates the founding of the Commonwealth. C. It is an international multi-sport event involving athletes from the Commonwealth of Nations. D. It is a meeting of Commonwealth heads of government. Answer. C. It is an international multi-sport event involving athletes from the Commonwealth of Nations. The Commonwealth Games are held every 4 years and feature athletes from over 50 countries that are members of the Commonwealth. Question 78. What is the UK's stance on the death penalty? A. It is used for the most serious crimes. B. It has been fully abolished for all crimes. C. It is only used for acts of terrorism. D. It is decided by public vote on a case-by-case basis. Answer. B. It has been fully abolished for all crimes. The UK has abolished the death penalty for all crimes, with the last executions taking place in the 1960s and the death penalty being abolished for murder in 1965 in Great Britain and 1973 in Northern Ireland. Question 79. What festival is celebrated on the 25th and 26th of December? A. Easter. B. Christmas. C. Thanksgiving. D. New Year's Eve. Answer. B. Christmas. Christmas is celebrated on the 25th of December, and Boxing Day, a related holiday, is celebrated on the 26th of December in the UK. Question 80. What does VAT stand for? A. Variable adjustment tax. B. Value added tax. C. Voluntary action tax. D. Verified annual turnover. Answer. B. Value added tax. VAT stands for value added tax, which is a tax on the amount by which the value of an article has been increased at each stage of its production or distribution. Question 81. Who was responsible for the creation of the World Wide Web? A. Steve Jobs. B. Tim Berners-Lee. C. Bill Gates. D. Mark Zuckerberg. Answer. B. Tim Berners-Lee. Sir Tim Berners-Lee is credited with inventing the World Wide Web in 1989, revolutionizing the way information is shared and accessed. Question 82. What is the judicial role of the House of Lords? A. It is the highest court of appeal in the UK. B. It has no judicial role. C. It oversees criminal cases only. D. It was the highest court of appeal until the establishment of the Supreme Court in 2009. Answer. D. It was the highest court of appeal until the establishment of the Supreme Court in 2009. The House of Lords used to serve as the UK's highest court of appeal, but this judicial function has been transferred to the Supreme Court. Question 83. How can UK citizens participate in the political process? A. By voting in general elections only. B. By voting, joining a political party, or standing for election. C. By serving in the military. D. By paying taxes. Answer. B. By voting, joining a political party, or standing for election. UK citizens can participate in the political process through voting in elections, joining political parties, or standing for election themselves. Question 84. What are the main political parties in the UK? A. The Democratic Party and the Republican Party. B. The Conservative Party, the Labour Party, and the Liberal Democrats. C. The Green Party and the UK Independence Party, UKIP. D. The Socialist Party and the Communist Party. Answer. B. The Conservative Party, the Labour Party, and the Liberal Democrats. These are three of the main political parties in the UK, each with representation in the Parliament. Question 85. When did the first woman sit in the House of Lords? A. 1958. B. 1970. C. 1920. D. 1967. Answer. A. 1958. Women were first allowed to sit in the House of Lords in 1958, following the Life Peerages Act 1958, which allowed for the creation of life peerages for both men and women. Question 86. What rights are protected under the Human Rights Act? A. The right to education and the right to a fair trial. B. The right to vote and the right to privacy. C. Rights including the right to life, freedom from torture, freedom of expression, and the right to a fair trial. D. The right to bear arms and the right to public assembly. Answer. C. Rights including the right to life, freedom from torture, freedom of expression, and the right to a fair trial. The Human Rights Act 1998 protects various fundamental rights and freedoms, consistent with the European Convention on Human Rights. Question 87. What is the voting system used for general elections in the UK? A. Proportional representation. B. Single transferable vote. C. First past the post. D. Mixed member proportional. Answer: C. First past the post. The UK uses the first past the post voting system for general elections, where the candidate with the most votes in a constituency wins. Question 88. What historical figure is known for his dictum, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it"? A. Winston Churchill. B. Voltaire. C. George Orwell. D. Thomas Jefferson. Answer: B. Voltaire. This famous quote, encapsulating the principle of freedom of speech, is often attributed to Voltaire, reflecting his advocacy for civil liberties. Question 89. How is the economy of the UK characterized? A. By state ownership of major industries. B. As a mixed economy with both private and public sector elements. C. Solely by the private sector. D. As a command economy. Answer: B. As a mixed economy with both private and public sector elements. The UK has a mixed economy featuring both private enterprise and public sector involvement in healthcare, education, and other services. Question 90. What is the significance of the Union Jack's design? A. It represents the union of England, Scotland, and Wales. B. It symbolizes the UK's history as a maritime nation. C. It was designed to honor the British monarchy. D. It represents the UK's membership in the European Union. Answer: A. It represents the union of England, Scotland, and Wales. The Union Jack combines elements of the national flags of England, St. George's Cross, Scotland, St. Andrew's Cross, and Ireland, St. Patrick's Cross, symbolizing the union of these countries. Question 91. Who is entitled to free NHS treatment? A. UK residents and EU citizens only. B. Anyone who pays UK taxes. C. Ordinarily resident in the UK. D. Tourists and visitors to the UK. Answer: C. Ordinarily resident in the UK. Individuals who are ordinarily resident in the UK are entitled to free National Health Service (NHS) treatment regardless of nationality. Question 92. When and why was the Bank of England established? A. 1649 to fund military campaigns. B. 1694 to act as the government's banker and debt manager. C. 1776 to regulate the issue of currency. D. 1844 to centralize the nation's financial system. Answer: B. 1694 to act as the government's banker and debt manager. The Bank of England was established in 1694 to act as the government's banker, manage its debts, and later to regulate the issuance of banknotes in England. Question 93. What is the UK's stance on environmental protection and climate change? A. The UK has no formal policy on environmental protection. B. The UK is committed to reducing carbon emissions and promoting sustainable development. C. The UK prioritizes economic growth over environmental protection. D. The UK only participates in international environmental agreements when beneficial to its economy. Answer: B. The UK is committed to reducing carbon emissions and promoting sustainable development. The UK has set ambitious targets for reducing greenhouse gas emissions and is actively involved in international efforts to combat climate change. Question 94. What is the significance of the Beefeaters? A. They are the personal bodyguards of the Queen. B. They are members of the UK Parliament responsible for agricultural legislation. C. They are ceremonial guardians of the Tower of London and guardians of the crown jewels. They are chefs who specialize in traditional British cuisine. Answer: C. They are ceremonial guardians of the Tower of London and guardians of the crown jewels. Beefeaters, formerly known as yeoman warders of Her Majesty's Royal Palace and Fortress the Tower of London, play a ceremonial role and are one of the Tower's main attractions. Question 95. Who are the members of the British royal family directly in line for the throne? A. The Prime Minister and the Archbishop of Canterbury. B. The children and grandchildren of the monarch. C. Members of the House of Lords. D. Elected officials of the House of Commons. Answer: B. The children and grandchildren of the monarch. The direct line of succession to the British throne includes the monarch's children, grandchildren, and further legitimate descendants, following a specific order. Question 96. How did the Industrial Revolution affect the UK? A. It led to a decline in agricultural production. B. It caused the UK to become isolated from Europe. C. It transformed the UK into one of the world's leading industrial and economic powers. D. It had little impact on the UK's economy or society. Answer: C. It transformed the UK into one of the world's leading industrial and economic powers. The Industrial Revolution, starting in the late 18th century, fundamentally changed British society, economy, and position in the world, marking the transition to industrialized manufacturing processes. Question 97. What is British summertime? A. A festival celebrating the start of summer. B. The UK time zone. C. The practice of moving clocks forward by 1 hour during the summer months to extend evening daylight. D. A government initiative to promote tourism. Answer: C. The practice of moving clocks forward by 1 hour during the summer months to extend evening daylight. British summertime, BST, is the period during which the UK observes daylight saving time, typically from the last Sunday in March to the last Sunday in October. Question 98. What historical documents form the basis of the UK's constitutional framework? A. The Magna Carta, the Bill of Rights and the Act of Settlement. B. The Declaration of Independence and the Federalist Papers. C. The Napoleonic Code. D. The Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital. Answer: A. The Magna Carta, the Bill of Rights and the Act of Settlement. These documents, among others, form the basis of the UK's uncodified constitution, establishing principles of governance, rights, and the rule of law. Question 99. What are the Crown dependencies, and what is their relationship with the UK? A. Colonies of the UK. B. Independent countries that have a formal alliance with the UK. C. Territories that are self-governing, but for which the UK is responsible internationally. D. Members of the European Union represented by the UK. Answer: C. Territories that are self-governing, but for which the UK is responsible internationally. The Crown dependencies, which include the Isle of Man and the bailiwicks of Jersey and Guernsey, are not part of the United Kingdom, but are self-governing possessions of the Crown. The UK is responsible for their defence and international representation. Question 100. How does the UK celebrate national achievements in sports and arts? A. By hosting a national parade for each achievement. B. By issuing commemorative stamps and coins. C. Through public recognition and honours, such as knighthoods and other awards. D. By declaring a public holiday. Answer: C. Through public recognition and honours, such as knighthoods and other awards. The UK celebrates national achievements in sports and arts through public recognition, including honours like knighthoods, OBEs, and other awards in the Queen's Honours List, acknowledging significant contributions and achievements.